And we're back with more of Castlevania Circle of the Moon, and now we're in the Chapel Tower. And try not to run into trouble here. The biggest thing to worry about is these bloody swords. Hey, I got the card. The biggest thing to worry about are these bloody swords, and they can be a lot of trouble if they end up getting the jump on you, especially when you're trying to make jumps yourself, and if they sneak up on you when trying to run up a platform. But yeah, what I just picked up, nice, what I just picked up was a Mars card, and that's going to be really important towards transforming our weaponry, especially for dealing with these bloody swords amongst other hazards. So what we're going to do is we're just going to equip this, and we get ourselves a nifty little fire sword. But I actually want to go to the Mandragora and then equip that to get a plant sword, because this thing's a little bit stronger than the fire sword, so that's why I want to use it. And yeah, the importance of using the swords instead of the whip is just because it's a little bit stronger. So I just want to have that little edge going for me. And just to whack some more things. But yeah, I mean, this is a part of the game that gets a little bit tougher compared to the beginning and then other sections like that. But I mean, the good news about this section is you do know enough about the game that you can at least make it through all this stuff. Let's see, I do want to go up here and over to the left, and that's mainly so I can find some more items. And see, with this part, it's going to be kind of a mix of doing a lot of fighting and also getting a lot of items if I can. And see, the reason for that is, yeah, you know what, I think I'm going to go with a little bit more defense here. But yeah, the reason for that is just because there's a lot of stuff going on in this part. And I mean, especially once we get to the top of the tower. I mean, there's going to be some cards I'm going to have to grind for, but then again, there's also a lot of fighting I'm going to have to do in order to get there. So it's a little bit of each, and hopefully we'll get to advance the plot a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to get this thing. Okay, that was unnecessarily complicated. But yeah, I mean, the easy way to deal with these guys, just like usual, is just sliding. And also, I was trying to fix something on my Visual Boy Advance emulator, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. And that was to get the DSS combinations to show, because in the normal game it does that. In the other emulator I was planning on using before this, actually, it did that too. So let's just go ahead and get this back on. And also you get a nice little strength increase, so you got that going for you too. And that's where you want to watch out for those swords, because those guys can definitely sneak up on you if you're not careful. And that's kind of the main thing with this game, is that a lot of these smaller enemies are just setting you up for other enemies to take you out. And one other setup enemy, so to say, is those marionettes. And those things touch you, they curse you, and that's going to be a lot of trouble, because if you're cursed, you can't attack. And then if you're surrounded by a bunch of enemies, you can also get yourself killed pretty easily that way. But one thing I'm going to show off now is the healing combination with his Jupiter and Mandragora. If you stand still long enough, you steadily recover health. So that is something that's going to be pretty important for refueling after a boss fight. And now that that's done with, let's just get going here. Let's see, what do I want? Let's just get luck back. Actually, no, wait, I gotta deal with those marionettes again. Never mind. But yeah, it's important you take out those marionettes as fast as you can, because in this section, this is where enemies can gang up on you, and if you're not careful, you can find yourself out of a lot of health in no time flat. They do drop cure curses, so I might want to pick some of those up too. But at the same time, I'm more content with taking them out in one hit. See, is this a save room? Yes, thank you. But also, with this game, one important thing to note is that, provided that you don't let enemies gang up on you, you're not going to have that hard a time. But if there are situations where enemies do get to gang up on you, that's where you find yourself getting in trouble. Let's see, this should be... Yep, this is a room I can't move yet. Yeah, so it's important to just take enemies out whenever you see them. And we got another encounter with a Thunder Demon, always fun. The good news is, even though it took me forever, I did get the card from him. So I don't need to grind off him. So let's see, yeah, we should be alright. Let's see, I want to, actually what I want to do is I want to take out this Beast Demon. Alright, well that worked. Yeah, because I want to fight the Were-Panther so I can get the, so I can get his card. And that's going to be the Thunderbird card, and the Thunderbird card is going to be great for, let's see, increasing my attack, and also, it can do some pretty nifty stuff. So it's just, yeah, we gotta wait for him. Yeah, the easy way to do this is just to wait for those guys, and then, just whenever they strike, you have to jump over them and then just whip them on the way back. Okay, this could be trouble. And it is. Well, the good news is I did get to level up. I mean, I'm getting a lot of wristbands out of this, but I don't exactly need wristbands now. I mean, thanks to getting all those from the bats. Okay, let's just wait for you. And you know what I also don't need is these guys wearing down my health. But I should be close to a save room. At least I hope I am. So let's just do it that way. Yeah, so this probably could take a while, so I'll just see you when I'm ready to get moving on. Okay, so I did get it from the Were-Panther eventually, and I am in a lot of trouble here health-wise. So what I gotta do is, well, not that. Yeah, so what I gotta do is just get the hell out here. And see, eventually I am gonna have to restore my hearts before getting up to the top. I think I might need the ice here. Could be wrong though, we'll see. Nope, I'm right. Okay, well we can use that and the Manticore card in order to get some cool stuff. Okay, cool. Well, this is somewhat helpful. Oh, that is not helpful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just restore here, and then I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, well that didn't go the best, but I mean at least we have something. So let's see, what we gotta do is, well, first thing we're gonna do is reset that guy, and then get the hell out. What the? Oh crap, went to the wrong one. Went to do that one, or meant to do that one. Okay, well we got a heart power up, that helps. And yeah, what I'm trying to do is just get my hearts back the quick and easy way. Now you again. Yeah, because we are going to be approaching a boss pretty soon, so I just want to get my hearts back just in time. And the problem with this boss is he is going to require a lot of hearts to beat him. Okay, sweet, got a power up here. At least I hope this is a power up. Okay, nice. Definitely need one of these. And yeah, unfortunately that mist can cause a lot of problems if you're not prepared for it. But fortunately we are. And see, fortunately I am getting my hearts back at a decent rate here. Especially with the help of those skeleton bombers. But yeah, I do want to show off the DSS card combinations. I mean, not that, not just what they do, but also the, actual description of it as in the game. They unfortunately don't give you the description in the, or in this particular emulator. I don't really know why. Okay, yeah, that was the wrong way. So yeah, I'll just edit this out. Alright, so where were we? Yeah, I'm just trying to make it through this part, and fortunately the heat shades aren't that big a problem. It's just they can get aggravating if they knock you off when you're trying to make jumps, just like the machine tower. But I mean, they are easy enough to deal with now that we have sufficient strength. Okay, thought you could get the jump on me. But the good news is we do have full hearts now, so we can just get back to killing things in an orderly manner. So let's see, down here I think is actually going to be the entrance to the battle arena. Let's see, there's that guy. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use this. Yeah, see, right there is where you can slide out of the battle arena. But then again, that's not going to come into play for a while. I do want to get a cure curse, but then again, if I can't, I can't. And the problem is, whenever you get cursed and whenever you're surrounded by a lot of enemies, that's where you end up finding yourself getting hit a lot, and you know, that's how these marionettes set you up to get killed. And see, and even worse in the battle arena, they're pretty obnoxiously placed and they're surrounded by a lot more stronger enemies. So that's definitely something that's going to be an issue. But then again, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Let's see, yeah, really this place is not really a labyrinth, but it is kind of a gauntlet when you talk about this area compared to other parts of the game. Yeah, I kind of had to get that marionette out instead. And that's what I talked about before with enemies ganging up on you. Let's see, I think this is going to be a crate. Yep, that's a crate. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about that yet, but we are going to be able to pretty soon. Alright, you get to die. And also, those bears will swipe at you if they get too close. So let's just make sure that doesn't happen. They're different incarnates of that bear. But I mean, they're really not your biggest problem though. I mean, in my opinion, the panthers and the hyenas are much worse. Especially obnoxiously placed ones like this. Okay, that was unusually expert of me. So let's see, we got ourselves a cotton robe. Yeah, unfortunately that's not going to mean much here. So let's see, be a save room. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I think the way this is going to go is I'm just going to kill the boss and then call the video after that. So we are getting pretty close to him now. And speaking of which, here he is. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Alright, you know what, let's just demonstrate this now. We're going to put... Well, I might as well just show off what this does. And not really a whole lot you got going for you. Well, we're gonna show off Venus and Thunderbird now. Oh, hey Hugh. Nice to see you getting your ass kicked. Oh, good for you. So now it's time to see what gave Hugh all that trouble. And here we get to meet the Adremelech. The Adremelech is a ancient demon, which is actually also a Hebrew word for destruction. And this is a very interesting looking boss fight. I mean, you have this goat head hanging from this, or from these chains that look like a guillotine. And then you also have a bunch of skulls flying at you, poison bubbles, fireballs. I mean, this is definitely a complete package if ever there was one. But yeah, what I used was the, let's see what I want to go with here. What I used was the Thunderbird and Venus combination, and what that did was that jacked up my offense. So I was able to attack with the amount of map coverage that I had. And really, the boomerangs are the best thing to have in this fight because it's really just makes it easier to get multiple hits off them. And also, whenever you see those skulls, you just slide off to one side. And then just make sure you don't die whenever that happens. The good news is that the fireballs aren't that hard to avoid as long as you don't put yourself in a bad position. But yeah, outside of that, this this boss isn't really too tough. It's actually all the stuff leading up to him that's a lot worse. Alright, we got him. And then we get to see her fat ugly neck, or whatever pulsating thing that is. But whatever, let's just get going here. And we finally get to blow up those green statues. Oh, you know what, we're close to a save room, so I don't have to heal up here. But yeah, the green statues do block off the next section, so it was important to blow that up. And for the sake of completing the map, I'm just going to try and get up here and make sure it counts. Let's just try this again. Okay, good. And now we get some dialogue. Oh, you're welcome. Although that's a pretty convincing point if I think so myself. And then now we get to see some of the resentment going on between these two. Yeah, see, I think you guys know where this is going. But unfortunately, we must persevere on. And I did also read somewhere that Hugh was supposed to be a playable character. In fact, he was in the demo. But I don't think that ever happened, though. I mean, in the final copy. Oh, with that said, it is time to save. And now it is time to call this a video, so join me next time as we get out of the chapel tower and onto a new section in the castle. See you then.